As everyone rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Here.
Washington. Here. Myers. Hoskins. Washington.
Here.
Williams. Here.
All right, move to item number 2, public comment.
Mayor, before we go, can I don't know how I would do it, I'd like to take, one of the items that's on the consent agenda and move it to the regular agenda.
We'll do that right at consent. When we get to it. That's what we'll do.
Okay, thank you.
So what I'll do is when we get to that point, I'll say, is there any trustees like to have anything removed? That's the one.
Thank you.
All right, move to back to item number 2, comments must be directed to the mayor. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to comment on topics on agenda items only. Each speaker will be allowed 1 opportunity to speak. You ready, please come forward.
Or Jim.
I got it.
And House residents, if you have something, if you want to come forward, if you want to get a line, that would keep the meeting moving tonight. You would please state your name and address for the record.
Rose Langston, Ross Crescent. I have to take this opportunity to congratulate Chief Olivas. I've always told him he's my chief. Congratulations.
All right, anyone else? Please come to the podium if you want to make a line.
Judy Cass, 22318 Merrill, Sauk Village. According to the agenda, and per last week, the board voted and approved to retain the rent firm for approximately $11,000. Tonight, you'll be seeking to retain votes by the board for the lobbyist for $1,000 a month. We don't have our audits. We have no idea when we're going to do the audits. We have no idea how broke we are. We have to worry about how we're going to make payrolls. And I think that the board needs to reconsider spending the money. That this is not a priority thing. A lobbyist is not a priority thing for us at this time. And I think that the board members need to rethink this. And the audit is a big question, and it's been swept under the rug. We'd like to know, has anybody put the pressure on them? What's the holdup and why? But we don't seem to get an answer to that. Also, we've asked repeatedly if the questions from the residents could be put to the end. By the time you guys get done talking, we have 1,000 questions to ask and we have to hold off. So if we can hear what you have to say, then we can ask you when it's fresh in our minds. So we would like to know if that's a feasibility of getting the questions put to the end like it is on committee night. And the rest of the stuff I have to bring up at the next meeting because it's not agenda. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. A couple of your comments, we'll go ahead and comment on. First of all, the lobbyist firm that the village board has for us tonight, that's very important for the village. That is someone who will be in Springfield constantly on behalf of the village of Sauk Village, looking for money, grant monies, looking for ways to fix our infrastructure, looking for ways to fix our roads, and also economic development. So what may look like a lot or a little bit of money to individuals, the amount of money that they can bring into this village is very important. Again, it's keeping Sauk Village in front of our state and federal elected officials. And that's why currently we have people that attend almost every meeting that's available. out here in the south suburbs. And again, keeping Sauk Village in front of them in Springfield is also important. The audit, if we update on the audit tomorrow, the auditors will be here all day tomorrow with a few open questions on the audit for 2010, 2011. Mohan has already cleared his whole entire schedule to meet with them. We made it very clear, and again, nothing's been swept under the rug. We have been in constant contact with our auditors. And like I said, Mohan has an entire day blocked off to meet with the auditors to answer the last few questions. We're hoping to have a draft audit to the trustees before Monday, as long as we get these questions that are still open answered. The Police and Fire Pension Board has already provided their audit, so we've got all the information that's needed. Like I said, there's a few open questions. And then questions and comments from the audience. On the committee meeting nights, it's at the end of the agenda because that's where the trustees talk about issues. And that gives you the opportunity to ask your question before the trustees are voting on it the following Tuesday. The questions and comments come at the beginning on the regular board meetings because it gives you the opportunity again to talk and give your comments about agenda items only before it's voted on the board, at the board. To put the questions and comments at the end of the meeting, it's after the fact. Your comments would be in vain because the trustee board has already voted on it. So that's why it is the way it is for your questions and comments. End of the meeting on committee meeting nights and the beginning of the meeting on agenda on regular board meeting nights where we're doing business. So I see no one else at the podium. So we move to item number 3, reports of officers. We move to the mayor's report. I have quite a few things tonight, so I'll try to move quickly. First of all, I have the collector's report for July and August. I'll go to July. Mohan and please make sure the trustees receive all this information. Property taxes for the month of July were $1,401,651.99. Other taxes were $312,800.38. Licenses and permits were $30,121.20. Fees and services were $282,884. Grants were $12,002.52. Transfers were $819,322.28. Miscellaneous was $145,129.12. For total revenue for the month of July was $3,003,911.49. So that's where we're at there. For the month of August, we have property taxes are $2,121,160.80. Other taxes are $202,117.26. Licenses and permit are $10,265. Fees and services are $273,798.61. Grants are $101,100. Transfers are $1,400,544.86. And miscellaneous, we're in red by $65,975.53 for total revenue of $4,043,011. And that's for the month of August. Again, we'll have to make sure the board receives this. Last week, there was a resident asked some questions about fire hydrants. I want to give a little bit of update on this. Again, the information I'm giving the resident had already had for FOIAs, but I'll make it public for the residents. Some of the questions was, what is the balance in the fire fund? Currently, it's $43,686.76. Asked about what happened to $89,000 that was supposed to be earmarked in June of 2012. The money was never obligated and was never put to the side for that. Currently, right now, Sauk Village has approximately 63 fire hydrants that are not working. Let's see, want to know why we have put this out for bid? I'll be honest with you, the money has not been allocated to go out for bids, so there's no bids. And the other reason is our Public Works Department and our employees can do this work. What's the plan to get these fire hydrants working? I've met with finance. We're looking at, it's approximately $18,000 to get all these fire hydrants up and working. So we're looking at ways to get money, maybe perhaps half from the fire fund and half from the water and sewer funds. We're just finding out exactly if we have money available so that we can move forward on fixing these. We know it's going to be a few months to get these fire hydrants in place, to get them ordered. So once we know for sure we have some money available, if we have money available, I see that look. We're still looking at it, we're still investigating it. But if we have money available to fix these fire hydrants, we'll move forward on seeing about getting some fire hydrants ordered. So that's where we're at on those, and hopefully that answers all these questions. But again, I have FOIAs that the questions were already asked, so I'm just responding again to them so the public understands where we're at and what's been done. This Saturday, Health and Wellness Fair, September 28th from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Come down here to the Village Hall and Park. I got an email here also from Marva to let me know that to let committees and commissions know that they're that they have tables that get set up in case they wish to provide information for your committees and commissions. So if you would like to have something at the Health and Wellness Fair, make sure you reach out to Marva, or if you don't have her information, send it to me and I'll forward it to her. So we've got that. Busy day next Saturday. Next Saturday also, Senator Trotter and State Representative L.G. Sims from the 34th District has an open house. They're asking residents if they want to join. This is on the back table. So if you want to go meet your state reps, they have an open house for you. Let's see here. What things we got? All right, we got also a motion to appoint the Police and Fire Pension Board member Patricia Couch. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
The motion is there a second?
Second.
A motion is second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Motion number 2, motion to appoint Police Chief Tim J. Williams according to an agreement dated September 16, 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any question or comment?
Question.
Trustee Burgess.
Yes, Mayor. I'm sure you're going to know what I'm getting ready to say. First of all, I'd like to know, and I did ask, is this going to be a permanent position? That's the first question. The second question, if it is going to be a permanent position, would you consider not acquiring the services of REM? In other words, if he's going to be made permanent, as you stated last week, and we're here when it happened, that you have the faith in him that you said that you have, then why do we have to go out? I don't see the need for us to go through with REM and acquire the services. I think we should stick with the person that we believe in. He has the backing of myself, and you said 100% from you, because that's what you said. Then I would like to amend that motion and make it a permanent position for chief of leaders. And then we would like to get rid of the services of REM at this time.
Trustee, I can tell you that I've already started discussions with REM and to amend what they were hired for. And I'll be presenting to the board, probably at the next committee meeting, what the new amendments will be. I've already sat down and talked to Chief Williams. And
I know you talked to the chief, and I understand the chief agreed. I'm not asking on behalf of anybody but myself, that if we believe in this man, we believe that he can move this village forward. As was stated last week, we have 100% confidence in him. Let's show him, and let's show this police department we have 100% confidence in him that they can move this village forward. By doing that, we would relinquish the services of REM. I mean, I know we have a contract, I don't know, we have a lawyer here, maybe we can pass some kind of way to get out of that, but I cannot see having a person do his day-to-day job and have someone over his back that, you know, that at any time he can say bye. Or you can say bye because I got somebody else or whatever, and the chips fall as they're made, which is what it sounds like, that if he's not one of the top three or whatever the case may be, it's going well. I believe that, you know, as I said before, loyalty. And I believe that we can show the most loyalty to him and to the police department by not putting that kind of pressure on them. I know that we all want the best person for the particular job, and I think this person is the best person for that job right now. At least give them the time and opportunity without pressure for at least a year to show what he can do without pressure, being pressured with someone critiquing his every move. You yourself would do that anyway as the mayor, critique and ask him and bring things to him and give him an agenda that you want him to follow. That's something that I know you will do. But to have a firm out there seeking to look for someone else tells him and anyone else that's in that position that it's just temporary, that at any time, if you don't make the cut, you're gone. And I don't want anybody to be under that kind of pressure. Try to work every single day, try to do the best they can, and still know that you have 100%, you're 100% behind me, but you're still looking for someone to replace it. That's what I have to say. And I mean, to vote no, if I vote no on this, it'll be because I don't want the appointment. I want the man to be permanent chief. At least give him the time to fail himself. Give him an opportunity. We gave him the time to be acting chief. A year and a half, he was there for 18 months. Give him the time, this time, permanent. We believed in him back then. You believed in him back then. We both believed in him back then 2 years ago when we were back here. And then a year ago when we did what we did across the street to the police department. We believed in him then. Let's show we believe in him 100% now. And get rid of RAM right now and maybe bring it back in a year. Maybe bring it back in a year. I mean, you know, delay the process for a year. But I would like to see him get hired without that kind of pressure.
Right, trustee, and just to make sure very clear, he is being hired as permanent chief tonight. That's what the vote is on the board. So, any other questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
When you say permanent, and that's what I'm trying, that's what I asked you. Is it permanent? What's the time frame? Until REM finds someone?
Trustee, I made it very clear.
Is it permanent, Mayor, until REM finds someone else? Is that what you're saying? That's all I'm asking. You said permanent. If you're going to continue to use REM, are you saying until REM finds us a candidate, then that's when he'll be put into the hat? Is that what I'm asking? Is that what the vote is?
All right. I have to confirm with the.
I know.
Before I said something. I have already talked to REM, because we had already signed a contract with them, to pull that contract back. And I've already started it. And
You can't delay it?
I have a proposal tonight.
We can't delay the contract for a year?
Trustee, can you wait a minute?
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Trustee. I've already come back to REM to reconsider looking at, instead of looking at chief, to look at the deputy chief's position, so we can fill that position. And I have a proposal tonight, which you'll be getting in your boxes, but I've already met with REM. So tonight we're voting on a permanent chief, and that's Chief Timberlakes.
So there, in other words, as I said, you could have said that you're not using him for chief, you're going to use him for deputy chief. You could have said that.
Trustee, nothing has been for sure yet. It's coming before you next week. So I think I've said it twice now. So hearing none. Anything else? Village Clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
If it's a permanent position, I vote yes. And that's what I was trying to ask. Is it permanent? Now we said that you're going to use it for the deputy chief. If we're not going to use REM for, this is what I'm stipulating, I want it on the record. I'll vote yes if we're not going to use REM to get a chief. Now, if it's for the deputy chief, that's different.
Trustee, comments are already over the voting time.
And that's just, I'm just telling you my vote. I'm just giving you my vote.
Yea or nay?
Yes, if it is that way, if it's permanent.
Next.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Abstain.
Motion carries.
Williams.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was writing. Williams.
Motion carries. We will be times to breathe around here. Chief, if you'll please come forward.
Timothy J. Malone,
Having been appointed
having been
to
appointed
the office of
to the office of
police chief
police chief
in the village of
in the village of
Sauk Village
Sauk Village
in the county of Cook and Will,
in the county of Cook and Will,
aforesaid,
aforesaid,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States,
of the United States,
the Constitution
the Constitution
of
of
the State of
the
Illinois,
State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
the office of
the office of
police chief
police chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
All right, passing over the agreement, proposed agreement from REM for the deputy chief position. We'll talk about this Tuesday night in the board meeting. And then go to please make, chief, please make sure our trustee can have the box. Thank you very much. Move to village clerk, deputy, I'm sorry, village clerk, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Now that all the committees and commissions are up and running, I would like to discuss some ground rules. According to the Open Meetings Act, all committee and commission meetings must be open to the public. Access should be granted through the front doors of the municipal center only. At no time should the general public have unattended access to the hallways after hours. Agendas must be posted and available for viewing to the general public at least 48 hours prior to the start time of the meeting. Minutes must be prepared and readily available for inspection and to respond to any FOIA request. Minutes should be presented to the village clerk at the end of the year for the purpose of preservation. Meetings must be held in either the boardroom, the executive session room, the senior center, or the community center. Any questions? Please contact village clerk Debbie Williams. Last week I was here in my office and there was a meeting being held and there was a gentleman that walked through the hallway to come and pay his water bill. So, we would prefer that the meetings be held in the main meeting room or the executive session room, and that all doors to the hallways remain closed. There's confidential information in the mailboxes. It's not a good idea to have the general public walking through the hallways after hours. I do realize sometimes there's more than 2 meetings going on in one night, that there's the use of the senior center, the community center, and there's other places to meet other than the conference rooms. So if you could kindly adhere to that policy, we'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, that's all I have.
Village treasurer, Mr. Greenwood.
I have no report tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Village attorney, Attorney Craig.
Thank you for your report.
Good. Briefly report. Mayor Ward, as you know, the property of 2042 East 225th Place was a property that was donated to the village. The state statute, there's a couple of ways that the village can get rid of that property. One is putting out for bid, secondly, putting up for sale. But to do that, you have to get the property appraised. So, for my office's recommendation, the property was appraised and came back with an appraisal of $12,000. So at this point, I ask for your direction on if you're going to list the property for sale for that dollar amount, or if you want to put it out for a bid.
I'd like to see go out for a bid first, so we can start at that amount and see how we get it.
There's a difference between a bid and listing. A bid means you take any amount, and plus there's also putting it out for public notice. There's a certain amount of time. If the village board would like to put it up for sale for the amount that it was appraised for, all we have to do is put it out. There's no additional cost to the village.
No, the reason why I'm saying bid, can't you start the bid with a certain amount? Or you have to start it at $1?
It would be open bid.
So you can make a bid with that.
Yes.
And I would like to just have it, so I'll write this up at a dollar amount.
Is that a motion?
That's a motion that we sell it.
12,000.
I mean, yeah, we got $12,000, and that's also, everything, in other words, there's no liability on the village, we don't have to fix a base, sold as is, correct?
Correct.
So we have a motion on the floor to sell as is for $12,000. Is there a second?
Second.
And second, any questions or comments? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Burgess,
Yes.
Gordon,
Yes.
Myers,
Yes.
Poskett,
Yes.
Washington,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Go ahead.
on vehicles being with the village's name on it. And vehicles with the village name on it, and we asked you what we should do about that, and you said that shouldn't happen. That was a liability. Is that still hold true?
Potentially, you're talking about not all village.
No, I'm talking about if you have a vehicle and you're not a village official or a village employee, is not a village-owned vehicle, why would you have the name on the side of the village of Sauk Village? I was referring to the ordinance, Housing Commission, and we asked about that. It was just for clarity and for liability's sake. And you told us that we should, that shouldn't take place.
I think I told you guys to look into it.
Right.
I had a chance to speak to that gentleman or that committee. But I can tell you that it'd be best practice if it didn't have that on the vehicle. Only official village vehicles should have the emblem of the village on it.
Because I would hate for something to happen, and that's there, and then they try to hold a little liable. They should do it here.
It would be the best practice.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Trustee Bush?
So are you saying that no committee or no commission should advertise what their committee is about by putting a magnet sign or any kind of banner on their vehicle and drive to the village, just as a means of advertisement?
I believe it's best practice not to, because you are potentially exposed in the village to potential lawsuit. If there is an accident, somebody can claim that the vehicle was being used for village purposes, and potentially file a lawsuit against the village. Would they prevail? Not necessarily, but it would be additional legal fees and defending the matter. So, again, best practice would not have it on a vehicle.
So, that doesn't, of course, include something that's, like a parade, because of course, of the parade, we're all having banners on the side of our vehicles. So outside of a festive event or a particular occasion where we can do that, and do it as we don't advertise our committee or our commissions throughout the village on the side of our vehicles or banners on our cars.
It's dependent, what are you saying, advertising, you're saying a
And
sticker?
the neighborhood watch, let's make it real simple, the neighborhood watch program. Okay, I let people know about the neighborhood watch program all over this village. So if I have banners or we get magnets right now ordered, we can put those on the side of our vehicles.
I think that's different.
That's a form of advertising, not.
It's more like a baseball club or a high school. My son or daughter is on the honor roll at this school. I mean, that you're affiliated with that school. If you're talking about little stickers or decals to put on a vehicle, that's one thing. Another thing is to put it on the driver's side door and the passenger front door to make it seem that it possibly could be an official village
For the
vehicle.
village. Okay, I understand. Thank you.
All right. Move to village engineer, Mr. Carney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. An update on the quiet zone. We're waiting on ICC approval right now. That is the last stepping stone in the process. Once we get that, we will get IDOT and Cook County permits. They are just waiting on the ICC, so good to go. So we expect that soon, but the ICC is apparently swamped right now. We are ordering the delineator materials next week, so they will be coming in. That'll get us closer. And then also, kind of thinking outside the box, we were debating whether to have Public Works do the work, or have a contractor do the work, we want to bid, or what to do. And we thought, well, why don't we approach CN themselves to do the work? Because there are issues associated that have to be overcome, like traffic control, flaggers for the railroad, they have to be provided by CN anyway. So we approached them and they said yes. So the work's going to be done safer, and quicker, and cheaper this way. So that's good news. And so we are projecting that construction will start in early November, and it's not going to take very long. So the hope is that we will have a quiet village by the 1st of December. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Move to reports of trustees and board members. I'm sorry, board committees. Parks and Recs Recreation Committee, Trustee Austin.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to announce we'll have our next meeting October 3rd, that's Thursday, at 5 p.m. at the community center. I'd also like to give a special thanks everybody who came out to the corn and dog roast, and especially to my volunteers, Sharon, Linda, Sue, Cindy, Steve, Terry, Nancy, Marcia, William, the committee, Ed, Heidi, people of Sauk Village, ESTA, and the fire department. We all had a good corn and dog roast. It was a very successful day, and I thank you all. Public Works, I'm sorry. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I apologize if I forgot anybody else. Trustee Williams.
I've been forgetting a lot today. I'm good. I'm good. I'll make up for it tomorrow.
There were so many people there. Trying to remember everybody, and I'm sorry if I missed it, but.
I'm not sure Trustee Morton picked up any leftovers.
Piggyback off Mr. Foskins, it was a beautiful day. It was a little cool in the morning, but a lot of residents came out. It was a big, diverse crowd. DJ was awesome, and again, I too have a list in front of me, but I want to thank everybody, all the volunteers that came out and helped. It was just a wonderful event. It was great.
All right, move to the beautification committee. Mr. Morton.
I just want to say that the beautification committee is going to be looking for new and volunteers to join. Please email me at my email address here with the municipality, and we're going to have a meeting coming up next month. Right now, I'm just going through some details with former committee members and getting information so we get everything on the line, and that's it. That's all I have to say.
Any orders for the committee, Trustee Myers?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Sorry for being late tonight. Tonight was our A.O. Court Administrator, and it was my last one, so I had to sign all those out or whatever. And their ordinance committee review will not meet Thursday. I have a previous engagement. And the attorney, Matt said he had a problem with email. My Sayer email address, the police department has been shut down. I will give Debbie the new one and make sure your office, because I'm still waiting on 3 applying on a couple of ordinances. And with that, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. Intergovernmental Relations Committee, Trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm excited to bring this important website to the residents of Sauk Village. We finally completed the website. My committee and I will work hard to bring residents information that they can reference, important programs offered by Sauk Village, Cook County, and the state of Illinois. This website will continue to be updated as new information becomes available. Please feel free to visit our website at www.svintergov.org. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to call me. My phone number is area code 708-927-0081. I tried to pass these out today to everyone that was here. The rest of them, there's some in the back room, there's some on the table in the back. I'm glad that we have this website. Please visit it. Please see the different links on there. There's links for Bloom Township. There's links for your officials, for your state representatives, and for the congressmen. And then also there's some things on there for the school district 206 and 168. So please come out, or please go on the computer, I'm sorry, and visit that website. If you have any questions, there's something in there that you can ask questions about. I will personally get back to each and every person that responds. They have questions about anything that you can do or what we can bring to you that you be aware of. I also have the honor to present. I have arranged for CETA to come here to our village on Wednesday, October 16th, from 9 to 1 p.m. The CETA staff will be on hand to assist and complete applications for all qualified applicants. Please make sure everyone who is interested in applying has copies of all the necessary documentations needed to complete the application. The necessary documents include proof of gross income from all household members for a 30-day period prior to application date. Copy of the most recent heat and electric bills if you pay for your own energy directly. Must provide the entire bill. Proof of Social Security numbers for all household members. also applicants that have their utilities included in the rent must bring copies of their rental agreement which states monthly rental amount, that utilities are included, and landlord contract information. Income guidelines vary depending on your household size. Please feel free to stop by and see if you qualify for assistance. As chairman of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee and trustee, I'm proud to bring this program. This is just one of many that we will be bringing into the village. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. This flyer also is going to be distributed throughout the village. It's going to be on the website, and it's going to go to the different committees. I've already given those a few of them. I was under the impression that it was just for seniors. I would say anyone that feels that they qualify for it to come out. There's nothing wrong with asking. I'm also trying to get Bloom Township out here also. They haven't given me an okay yet. I'm still working on that. I talked to the guy, but I still haven't got a firm commitment from him. I'm trying to get one so I can get everybody, as many organizations out here as we possibly can at one time. Bring your questions. CETA has a lot of programs. I know they have programs for actually fixing cars, car repair programs. So there's a lot of things that you may not know that they have and you may qualify for. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. Neighborhood Watch Committee, trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to remind all the residents that we do have our neighborhood watch meeting the first Thursday of every month. We'll be having our neighborhood watch meeting at the fire station at 7 o'clock. If you have any questions, you can see me after the meeting or my administrative assistant. Raise your hand, Cynthia. She'll answer all your questions about the neighborhood watch program. We have a Facebook page. I want to invite you all to go and like that Sauk Village Neighborhood Watch Facebook page as well as the Sauk Village email address. If you have any questions, like I said, I'll see you after the meeting. And that concludes my report.
All right, move to Public Relations Committee, Community Outreach Partnership Committee, trustee Washington. I didn't forget yet.
Williams.
Yeah, Williams.
Williams, I'm telling you. That's okay. That is okay. I'll take it. I'm going to tell everybody exactly how hard I work and wonder why people just completely forget about me tonight. Public Relations Committee, I'll start first. We did have a grill-off scheduled for the corn and dog roast, and that actually did not happen due to non-participation. So at the corn and dog roast, which was awesome, by the way, it was an amazing event as usual, it was suggested to have a chili cook-off at the fire department. That was suggested by one of our firefighters. So that will be presented to the Public Relations Committee. We haven't had another meeting since then. So when we do that, we'll be presented to see if that's actually feasible. I know that the seniors have done it in the past, and we don't want to kind of step on anybody's toes. So we're working on that. Also, we are continuing to look for ways to show support for our employees, and we will continue to focus on that. We have started reviewing our Student Government Day activities and are compiling a series of essay topics as well. So again, as we ask every year, if anybody has any topics that they think would be appropriate for the essay for the Student Government Day, please let me or any of my committee members know, and they will definitely be under consideration. Lastly, for the Public Relations Committee, we've approached District 168 with the possibility of partnering with them to create our next village sticker. One of the things as a committee we talked about is that Student Government Day is only for the 8th graders of Sauk Village, and we would like to open up something to some of our younger students in Sauk Village. So the village clerk and the mayor usually kind of handle the village sticker process, and we've gone to them, and they've agreed to have us go out with the students to see what they can create for Sauk Village. We will be working with District 168 about that. And it also will be opened up, like Student Government Day, to any residents who may not attend District 168 schools, but do meet the grade guidelines. So we will be working on that. And the grade guidelines will be grade 3 through 7. And that is all for the Public Relations Committee. On to Community Outreach Partnerships. We had a very good meeting. We meet before this meeting, before the board meeting every 2 weeks. And we had a very good meeting. We discussed our upcoming meet and greet, which is on October 11th. Doors will open at 6. The event will start promptly at 6:30. There will be refreshments, light refreshments served there. We've asked before, but if anybody in the audience or if you want to contact anybody, if you have any general topics, questions, concerns, that you would like us to address, please contact myself or any of the committee members to make sure that those are topics that are addressed. We did cover some in the committee meeting today that we think are important, but we do know that there are people who have lots of questions and may not have had the opportunity to ask them before, so we want to make sure that those get asked. We also spoke with Chief Levis. He was at our meeting today, and we spoke with him about instituting a Police Employee of the Month program, and that would be an opportunity for us to work with the chief and choose employees and get some basic information about them to be able to present to the citizens. And in that sense, what we're trying to do is continue that partnership with the police department, with the citizens. We've been approached, several different committee members have been approached, and it has been, we don't know the police officers, we don't know their names, we don't know their faces, and we just want to make sure that that partnership does remain in good standing. We want our citizens to be able to go to the police department in their time of need, respect the police department, know really how hard they work. So we want to make sure that we can institute that, and we all think it's a great idea. So hopefully we're going to be able to start that at the last board meeting of October. And lastly, a part of the meeting, the committee as a whole would just like to thank Chief Levis for everything that he's done, sticking by us and everything else, and really being a part of an active member of our committee, and really just an active member of Sauk Village. And I know that we did present you with some gifts, but we're not done. So you could. This one we wanted to make around here. Bring this in.
I approve it.
No, they didn't write like this way yet or something, so I don't know which one it is.
Boy, big expense. I swear, if it's a 20-year-old picture, we got.
Where did we think that? She might have done it, so. So we hope to have this on the one of the things, no, we only got one, not two, one not one to take home. We hope to get that up as soon as possible, and working in conjunction, the Public Relations Committee, I think they have a pretty good partnership, or a pretty good connection with the Community Outreach Partnership. I think there's some people that overlap, probably the chair, that can kind of go back and forth. We're trying to work on maybe seeing the cost of those and seeing what we can do for some of the rest of our departments as well. But we wanted you to be first. Welcome, congratulations, and that concludes my reports.
Thank you, trustee. Move to reports to departments, committees, and commissions. Move to item A, Fire Department, 911 Commission, Chief Stallberg.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. Over the past 2 weeks, the fire department responded to 22 calls. Responded to 1 structure fire, 2 car fires, 2 car accidents, assist another town for a fire, 10 fire alarms, 1 ambulance assist, 2 car fires, a CO, and a driver fire. In ending, the fire department would like to congratulate Chief Levis on his appointment. The fire department will be more than happy to give him a hand if needed. It's just a phone call away. Congratulations.
All right, move to Police Department, Chief Levis.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, it means a lot to hear folks say a lot of good things about you. Trustee, I appreciate all the good words. Trustee Williams, I really do appreciate it. Now, everybody in the room included, it's kind of been a long struggle for all of us, citizens especially. I try to support you as much as you support me. So I want to thank everybody again. And those of you that have been 30-year residents, who've known me about that time, you know I'm a man of my word. So we're going to continue to strive to keep the people of Sauk Village safe. And in regards to that, what I can do is tell the criminals they better start walking, because Sauk Village isn't the place you want to be. If I may, Mr. Mayor, without taking up too much of the time, we'll get to my report in a second, but I'd also like to especially thank you, Mr. Mayor, and all the trustees, and especially the citizens for the great support. And it's very important to me and very meaningful to know that you have complete support of the community. I know some chiefs in the past, there was a kind of an issue. I've tried to learn from those issues and not make the same mistakes. All nobody's perfect. I'd also like to especially thank my family, friends, co-workers who all sit in the front row. My wife, I know she's put up with a lot over the last several years, so especially I thank her. And my daughter, she's also in the front row, so she's been very supportive of me, along with some of my associates there. I'd especially like to thank the police officers. Those are the most important people to us in the village. They're the most important people to make this job work. So I'd like to, thank them. They do an outstanding and courageous job day after day, and I have a lot of respect for them for going out there every day and doing their job. And with that in mind, I'll move on to my report. Over the last, I did about a month and a half, because my understanding is that there has been some recent reports by the police department, so today will be the beginning of that new change. There were, since August 13th to the 24th of September, so a little bit over one, total of 2,268 calls for service. 425 of those were traffic-related offenses, 108 domestics, 113 juvenile and youth problems, 309 calls for other service, we had 11 shots fired calls, 32 accidents, 147 burglar alarms. As I was saying earlier to community outreach program, they're asking a few questions. If you listen to the numbers on some of these calls, you'll realize how much of our time is taken on things other than serious crimes. And I'm sorry, the total was 191 alarms. There's also 129 ambulance assists, 40 animal complaints, 23 burglary calls, and I think they have about calls for service. Other things that I would like to mention is the shooting that happened a couple days ago over at 218th Street. That a young man shot in the knee. In the course of the investigation over the last several days, a suspect was taken into custody, an arrest was made, and the suspect was charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon and reckless discharge, and his bond was subsequently set at $250,000. The red light camera program is continuing on schedule. Recently talked with representatives from Red Speed, and the assessments of the intersections are complete. I just recently signed a letter to IDOT requesting they go ahead with the permit program. So, like I said, the red light camera program is on schedule. New squads, a lot of people have been asking about new squad cars to order. I haven't heard directly from the representative, but I did talk to somebody at Fleet Sales last week, and they indicated that hopefully by the end of this week, we will get the cars delivered. They are at the dealership, so anytime now we should be getting new replacements, so I thank the member of the board. Very important issue to me, those of you citizens that have been here over the last few years and known it's been a big priority of mine to bring the police department back up to staff again. We're as close as we've been in the last 6 years. I'd like to thank everybody. It's a group effort and very important to the police. It makes us safer, it makes you safer, and everybody all around us happy. Crime-free housing, we're working on that. We've had a few landlords in just within the last couple of days that are signing up for it. Wait for the next training class to come up. We have 2 officers that with assignment will be our crime-free housing officers. And I think last but not least, the PD website is just about complete. I think it's about 3/4 complete. I reviewed it today. Went over a few things with Clerk Williams and Gerald, and we're getting very close. You can view it now. There's some things that you can get on. More detailed information will come at a later date. You start to be able to go out there and get informative information back to the police department. And that concludes the report.
Thank you, Chief. Move to Administrative Services Director, Mr. Disney. Chair.
I'm just kidding. Just real quick, just wanted to remind everybody that October 7th is our zoning board meeting for the marijuana distribution. It's for a text amendment. Public notice has been placed in the paper, and all the zoning board packets have been passed out, so everybody has that information to review. Code enforcement wrote 115 tickets from September 1st to today, and my FOIA list in the hallway has been updated, and I try to do that every 2 weeks. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Just as the board remembers, this marijuana coming before the zoning board, it's something that we were proactive and passing quite a few months ago. Even though some of the board took a lot of flack for it, the governor did sign it into law. So it's great that the board is proactive. It's great that we get this to the zoning board where other communities are way behind where we are. So I'd like to thank the board for passing it, even though it wasn't popular, and even though somebody took some flack for something that people that were narrow-minded really thought the governor was going to sign. So move to Finance Director, Mr. Rowe.
Thank you, Mayor. There's no report.
Yeah. Move to Sauk Village Homeland Security Agency, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Information as a response to 19 calls, one police investigation, 2 car accidents, 5 firearms, 1 kitchen fire, 3 school patrols, 1 assist other agency, 2 car fires, 1 minor fire, 1 wires down, 1 smoke report, and 1 smoke fire. And I want to congratulate Tim Williams and the chief, and as we continue to work with the police department as much as we possibly can. And that concludes my report.
Thanks, sir. Human Relations Commission, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mayor. Just want to say that the Human Relations Commission meet every first Monday of the month right here at the Village Hall at 7 o'clock. We currently have 1 position that's open. If you're interested in joining the Human Relations Commission, you can send a letter of interest to the mayor, and that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. With the Housing Authority, Housing Commission, Mr. Holcomb.
The only thing I want to report is we do have our meeting this Thursday at 7 p.m. right here in the boardroom. That concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Senior Committee, Ms. Langston.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Blue Township, their tickets are available through August 17th for their first community luncheon. It's a monster bash starring Joe Vega. The Secretary of State Driver's Review class is on Tuesday, October 1st at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They're also having low rabies vaccine and microchip clinic. The mobile clinic is hosted by Cook County Commissioner Joan Fisher Murphy. That's on Tuesday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. The ARC driver safety course is on Tuesday and Wednesday, October 15th and 16th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Flu shots by appointment on Wednesday and Thursday, October 22nd and 23rd, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And their senior chair exercise every Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. And the Secretary of State driver's review class is on Tuesday, October 1st, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Medicare Open Enrollment Part D starts October 15th through December 7th. They have their Suburban Legal Assistant Clinic every fourth Tuesday, and that's by appointment. They have blood pressure screening every third Wednesday by appointment. In their senior insurance program, the SHIP counseling, they also have senior wheels. You do need to call the Boone Township Senior Department, 708-754-9400, extension 244, for additional information and services. Just go to the Agers Club at Jones Community Center in Chicago Heights. Their next meeting is Wednesday, October 16th. That's at 220 East 15th Street in Chicago Heights. Their social hours 10 a.m., business meeting 10:30, lunch at 11:30 a.m. Their annual dues are $5 and the cost for the lunch is $5. A reservation required at 708-757-5395. Also, advance tickets for the Senior Committee's 10th Annual Senior Citizens Spaghetti Dinner on Saturday, October 26th, from 1 to 4 p.m. And the tickets are available from your committee members and also Village Hall. The menu consists of spaghetti with meat sauce, salad, bread and butter, dessert, and beverage. That's all the spaghetti you can eat. We have live music by the Morgan family and Larry Long. We have line dance instruction by Flora Haynes. Door prizes, 50-50 raffle. Tickets are in advance are $5. Tickets at the door is $6. Just a reminder that only authorized individuals or group users license in the seniors building must obtain and return their key to the police department, leaving their driver's license. Sauk Village supports the 3 senior organizations: Sunday Fun Club, Monday Sunshiners, Leisure Timers on Wednesday. All seniors age 50 and up are welcome to join. The other groups do meet in the senior center. Sauk Village Bluegrass every Sunday, 6 to 10 p.m. And Sauk Village VFW. I understand that they're in suspension right now. BMW Crossroad meets every third Tuesday at 7:30. Ceramics Group every Wednesday, 8 to 11. The Senior Committee also sponsors the free Zumba Go class every first and third Saturday, 1 to 1:45. And we have our free monthly blood pressure screening for all village resident and village employee at the Senior Center office on the first Monday, except for October 14th, from 1 to 1:45. Our paper book exchange, monthly senior movie co-sponsored the McConaughey Library on the second Monday, except on October 7th. They're showing Schindler's List at 12:30 at the library. There is literature listed, flyers on all these activities. The Senior Committee recently paid for rekeying of the 3 doors to the Senior Center for security reason. The limited keys are stamped, do not duplicate. There will be no October meeting. And the next Senior Committee meeting will be held Thursday, November 14th at 5 p.m. in the Senior Center every second Thursday, 5 p.m. Thank you. This ends my review.
Thank you. Consent agenda, trustees have anything they'd like to add?
Yes.
Trustee Burgess?
Yes, I'd like to take item C off of the consent agenda and vote on the separate.
Okay, item C will be moved to new business under item B. Anything else? All right, so with that said, I'd like a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 7, ordinances and resolutions. We have a motion to approve an ordinance annexing certain territory to the village of Sauk Village, Cook and Will counties, Illinois, commonly known as 21916 Carroll. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Question or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item B, motion to approve an ordinance annexing certain territory to the village of Sauk Village, Cook and Will counties, Illinois, commonly known as 1001 through 1019 Torrance Avenue.
So moved. Second.
Motion second. Question or comments?
Question. I tried, where is the book page?
I can tell you, I have a map. That's the question with the address, but it's on Torrance. Just south of Lincoln Highway.
The land is right out here, just across the street from the village.
You've got,
No, it's further north, Thursday, from the, yeah,
right before you Route 30 on the left-hand side.
on the west side of Torrance.
Down by, I think that's Rush Avenue, is it?
Okay, it's right by, just by the trailer.
Yes.
Yeah.
See the arrow?
Because I was trying to find it.
Small little parcel there.
All right, because you said Torrance, I thought it was further south, past Sauk Trail, because it did say Lincoln Highway, just said Lincoln on here.
Mr. Mayor, can we obviously make sure the chief of police and the fire department gets the data before this conference?
If I remember, I think they're all from fields. So we're just closing some things up. We'll get copies of everything. Should be Lincoln Highway.
Right, and that's all. Trying to find out which one it was. Okay.
All right.
Now I understand.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, Village Clerk, please call the roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 8, new business. Item A, motion to approve accounts payable and disbursements for September 11th, 2013 through September 24th, 2013. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion is there a second? Motion second. Any questions or comments?
Question.
Trustee
How much do we have in your account?
you not get your report?
No.
International? Yeah, that's it, no? That's what you got. Should have in your box.
No, it wasn't.
Tonight.
I was just there a while ago, I put everything somewhere else.
Net available cash after accounts payable is $681,993.18. Is that correct, Commissioner Mohan?
I also have one other question that I have to find at the last minute, and I was talking to Mohan, I did talk to him earlier, but this is something, under page 1, on the general fund, I saw a payout for paying McKenna, and I also saw one under the tip. Is that two that we pay in the exact same amount?
No, different. It is different.
No, it's the exact same. On the page 5, we also have another entry for the same company. Exact same heading and everything for the same amount. Under tip 4, and then also under general fund. Is that a typo?
A portion of it relates to general fund. A portion, half of it is general fund, half of it is TIF board. So it's the same in one company.
No, so in other words, it is, $6,400 total.
Right.
But I wasn't aware that they worked for, I thought they worked exclusively for the TIFs. I didn't think they worked for the village at all.
They did work because they're working on new TIF redevelopment plan.
Right, but that would come out of TIF. That would come out of TIF.
No, it should come out from general fund. Right now, it should come out from general fund. It is, the TIF is not already formulated yet. It is in the beginning stages of TIF. Therefore, I have elected to charge it to general fund. Later on, it will be moved to TIF form. Then this new TIF is formed. Then I can remove it back and charge it.
Not probably the type, the same amount, exact same
It
amount.
is not a TIF.
Okay, all right, that was my question. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments?
Yes, I have a couple of them here. Under the general fund for the police department on page 2. I see kind of a duplicate here. Under uniform and clothing, we have a Chicago badge for sergeant's badges, and the number is 398. And then if you go a little bit farther down to tools and equipment, you see that again for a different dollar amount, but again for badges for sergeants again. So I have a question about that. Yeah, 398 is also the same one. And they're just requested.
Well, Chief, again. Yes. You can answer.
Would you like me to answer that question? The answer is just in, I'm not quite sure how the other one got into operating supply. It should have fell under uniform and clothing. I would have to check my records, I'm sure that's going that way. The error is 631, 650. I'm assuming that's what happened, but it should all come under uniform.
It's just clerical error.
I don't say it would happen.
So the dollar amount is going to be.
Dollar amount is happening. Dollar amounts are separate badge award from sergeants and separate badge award from.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, village clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Baskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
All right, motion carried. Move to item B, motion to approve the agreement between Alfred G. Roman Ltd. and Village of Sauk Village. A motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, village clerk, please call roll.
Burgess.
No.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Baskin.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 9, miscellaneous comments from the mayor and the board of trustees. Start with trustee Williams.
Thank you very much. Again, I just wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate our chief. And I've been asked by members of the police department to invite everybody back to the police department where they have a cake waiting for you in your honor. So take the fruit home, eat the cake there, and again, welcome, and I look forward to working with you for many, many long time to come with the mayor as the police department liaison.
Trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, Tim, congratulations. I do have a question. Will this amount, does that bring all your squads rolling on the street? I mean, they're all up and running, or do we need
Coming soon.
Over beyond. Yes, sir.
Trustee Gordon?
I do want to say congratulations to Mr. Olivas. I haven't known Tim for as long as a lot of the residents have, but in dealing with him, he's always been extremely professional. I feel he's a good fit for Sauk Village. Don't take it the wrong way. I think we're all blue collar working sticks here in this town. And Tim fits that role. He's very professional at all times. If you have a question, he answers it. If he doesn't know, he will get back to you. So I encourage all the residents to go talk with him. He's extremely respectful. And from the board and family, congratulations.
Trustee Posse?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to add my congratulations to the new police chief, Tim. I have all faith in the world to do a good job for our village. Thank you very much.
Trustee Washington?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to say that I didn't get a chance to talk about the corn dog roast. It was a very awesome event, and the corn was very, very good. I thought it was going to be salty, but it was like more sweeter than salty, and I went back more than I should have gone back. But I did enjoy getting out there at the corn dog roast. I also want to say I was able to attend a farewell dinner for a longtime resident, Tom Hassey, at around the clock, and I understand that his mother, Pat Hassey, was a trustee for this board, and I'm very sorry to see him move out of Sauk Village. And all of the residents that came and have put that together with the balloons and the cars, he was so surprised. And I just hate to see Tom Hassey go. I was very happy to attend that. I was able to come, and other residents and other officials to say goodbye to Tom Hassey as well. And I wanted to just ask a question. What is the leakage percentage with the water now? I know at one point it was like 40. Has it gone down?
It's gone out, yes. I haven't gotten updated numbers, but as of the end of last year, it was down to around 20%.
Oh, okay, that's great. And I also want to congratulate you, Chief Olivas, in your position, and I look forward to working with you with the Neighborhood Watch. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Burgess?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to tell all the trustees I did put a copy in your mailbox of the CEDAR program and also the website. And also, Rosie, with the link, I think all you have to do is link onto there, because we have a link to talk with your website on our website, so all you do is touch that picture that's on there, and you can go to the village website. So I think we just put the link into the Bureau, put it into the website, it'll come right up. Also, on a more jovial note, I just want to say, and I'm not going to try my best not to be wrong, because sometimes I can't do it. But this journey that you just got through the lead, Chief, is something that started with us. And I'm sure the mayor can attest to that 3 years ago. We asked you to do something for us because of circumstances at that particular time. You stepped in. You stepped in for 18 months, but at that time, powers to be didn't want you. And all along, we knew that you could qualify for that position. But again, powers to be took a different direction. But you stayed with that, and you went through all kinds of stuff with that under another person that you had to deal with day by day, but you did it with honor and you did it with pressure. And I appreciate that. Now that it came time full circle, and I'm so proud, I'm so glad, and I know, because I know the kind of person you are, and the tenacity that you have, that you will do a great job. I'm just glad that the village and the board are behind you 100%, because that's what you need. You deserve that. Believe me, yes, people are going to watch, people are going to critique, but I know you can come out, because I know the type of person that you are. And as far as your family's concerned, there's a leave on my hands. I'll see you. I know what it can be sometimes, but that's okay. You still here. Yeah, oh yeah. You take big shoes, you're in big shoes now. But anyway, I just want to say congratulations to you, man. Couldn't happen to a better person. And we're all looking forward to seeing what the great things that you're doing.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'd also like to say congratulations and thank the board for following through with the vote. We've already worked together for the last week or so, and looking forward to working together going forward. food for my family. I got the mayor's special price. I don't know if anyone else did, but $2 per corn, $2 per hot dog. So, they said they were giving me a deal, it's the mayor's price. So,
For all the work we had to do to fill that order.
hey, just like all, that was half the funds that you brought in. I just feed my family. So,
Shucking tenders of corn at a time, I saw you guys coming.
so we had a good time. I have to be honest with you, on Sunday, I could not walk. We played 3 games of volleyball out there, and we played something like 5 games of basketball. And of course, you know, my family's very competitive, I have to be honest with you. And I'll tell you what, by the time I got home that night, I was dead. And my feet hurt, and I woke up the next morning and I could not walk. So I'm glad I'm walking tonight. But I have to say, our team won almost every game that we played. So we had some good games. But I won't say who's talking, but I did. Trustee warned me, so you're not going to be able to walk tomorrow. Believe me, I could not. We talked about how to bring the village forward, and we've heard about the website through the intergovernmental committee. We've heard about the website for the police department, and we all know, most of the residents know that as the mayor, I started a Facebook page quite a few months ago. But this last weekend, we came out with the Sauk Village Mayor's website. So keeping residents informed. If you're looking to go out there and check it out, feel free. It's at www.mayordavidahanks.com. We did a soft launch this last week, and kind of worked out some of the bugs, and I'm sure there's probably going to be a few more over the coming weeks, but we'll try to get those worked out. But we went live, more or less live today with the new website. So we're excited, again, trying to keep the residents informed and make sure the information's out there. So if you have a computer, there's lots of information out there through Facebook. We've got plenty of Facebook pages through Neighborhood Watch, through some of the other ones. I can't remember all the ones out there. I think the fire department, you're working on their website. So the fire department's website is being worked on, so we'll make sure the fire department has out there. Again, trying to keep the residents informed. That's what's important. So we're excited about that. And again, just a reminder, this Saturday there's a lot going on. If you're sitting at home, don't have anything to do, check out the Facebook pages, and you'll see everything out there, and check out the website. They'll tell you about events going on throughout the south suburbs. So there's no reason to be bored this weekend. All right, with that said, I ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Danny. Sharon.